All right, guys. Andrew Tate jail update. Hey, that rhymed. Bars. Accidental bars. I'm not a rapper. I assure you, I'm not a rapper. Andrew Tate jail update. So Andrew Tate has been in jail in Romania for a hot minute now, like a couple weeks, and they've seized his cars, and for some reason he's still, like, basically what Andrew Tate has been doing since he got into jail, all right, has been writing down what he wants tweeted while he's in jail, and then giving it, like, to a person who then tweets it. So that's how the Andrew Tate account has continued to tweet, because he's got, like, a team that's still managing it. So the Andrew Tate empire is still somewhat, functioning behind the scenes. You know, his machine is still rolling. I'm definitely disappointed, but not surprised, to tell you that Andrew Tate's proudly pro-rape fans have basically rallied around Andrew Tate with more support than he's ever had, as more and more of these bits of evidence of his sex trafficking, and by evidence I mean like literally videos of him admitting it and stuff like that, and talking about in detail how he would sex traffic the women, as more of that comes out, they seem to become more and more in love with him. And I think he's really realized at this point the only way to preserve his community, his audience, is to turn his audience into a full-on through and through cult. Now, I know we've called Andrew Tate fans a cult for a while, and I mean, they've been pretty damn close, but at this point, I think he's really crossing the territory into, yes, this is 100% a cult. So basically, he put out a video yesterday that is just extraordinary, and we're gonna watch it really quick because it might be one of the greatest things ever uploaded on the internet, not for the reasons that I think he wanted it to be, though. I assure you all of this is real. This is not a parody. This is not a meme. This is made without an ounce of irony, in full sincerity by Andrew Tate's team for the support of Andrew Tate, and this was posted on the Andrew Tate Twitter account literally yesterday. Prepare yourselves.
Is influence. It's always been about influence. Pitched battles in which armies go to war with machines of death and destruction is about nothing more than influence, controlling the land to influence it, to tell them what language to speak, tell them what currency to use, tell them who to vote for. It's always been about influence. The battle for control, the battle for information, people think it's a small one. Oh yeah, they control the information, but it doesn't matter, it's just a website. No, because the information influences you. And battles for influence are the only reason there's been battles since the dawn of human time. We're now living in a world where there is an endless battle ongoing for your mind. They're trying to control what you see. Because they control.
Hey, chat. Do you guys know what literally the number one, there's a handbook that scholars and academics have literally come together and made for how cults brainwash people? And literally the number one thing in the cult brainwashing handbook for this handbook is if you want to create a cult and brainwash people, use these steps and you can do it. The number one thing is to tell the people you want to brainwash and be part of your cult that they've already been brainwashed and that you are the only one that can unbrainwash them, which is exactly what Andrew Tate is doing here. It is literally textbook, easiest trick in the book, oldest trick in the book, literally cult building, rhetoric, telling people that they are already brainwashed and you are the only person who can unbrainwash them. You're the one who knows the truth.
Control what you see, they can control what you think, and they can influence you. Once they can influence you, they can control you. Every single thing that exists out there inside of the Matrix is done so with a purpose. They don't.
Okay, we have to talk about simulation theory. I know that we make fun of the Matrix thing, but these people actually believe it, okay? These people, including Elon Musk, he's a big proponent of it as well, believe in simulation theory. They have gone out and said they think that real life, our reality, is a simulation, a video game, and that everybody who recognizes that it's a simulation is a player in the game, and that everybody who denies it is an NPC. It's actually part of, I would imagine, what Andrew Tate uses to justify his abuse of women. That women are just NPCs, like in Grand Theft Auto, for example. You're not really actually hurting anybody, a real person, when you sex traffic women. They're just NPCs in a video game. Or at least Even if that's not what Andrew Tate thinks, that's what his fans probably think. A lot of them do. The Matrix isn't just this thing they call like the mainstream media or cancel culture. The Matrix is literally what they're calling what they believe to be the simulation that they think we live in. They literally think that real life is a video game and they are player characters in it, that they are main characters in a video game of life, and that everybody else is an NPC. That is possibly and they're open about it. They're just open about being insane narcissists, and people are like, I like this. This is exactly who I need to look up to. I'm going to model every part of my personality after this absolute raging... he's a hemorrhoid. Thank you, Hemorrhoid King. Your name in chat has actually given me the perfect... Andrew Tate is a hemorrhoid of the internet that just won't go away.
Give you the news for free because they want you to be informed. They give you the news for free because they want you to watch it so they can tell you what to think. Every class you learn in school, every TV program you watch, every website you find, all of them are curated to keep your mind inside of a box.
Whoa. Obey.
Because by keeping you inside of a box, they can keep you broke. And when they keep you broke...
Hey, how much you want to bet that like the Zoomers that gobble this shit up make fun of their boomer grandparents for falling for Nigerian prince scams in their email? Come on. You know the Zoomers that watch this shit and eat it the fuck up are like, dumb boomers that fall for Nigerian prince scams. I'd never fall for a scam like that. I know how the internet works. You fucking know. You fucking know, dude. They watch Mark Rober and they think they've got it all figured out. They watch Mark Rober and Jim Browning and they think they got it all figured out.
Broke. You must adhere to society's rules and laws, even if you know they're unfair, so you have enough money to eat. This is how they control you. When I talk about the Matrix and escaping it, when I talk about the real world, I'm not talking just about being able to give you real information. I'm not talking about a system which exists completely outside of the Matrix, our own servers, our own banks, our own payment processors, our own constructs that prevent the Matrix from shutting us down. I'm also talking about a way for you to earn money in ways they don't tell you.
Dude, it's all young, impressionable, dumb kids falling for this shit. I'm going to substantiate this point in a moment, but like, the only people dumb enough to fall for this shit are boomers and really stupid Zoomers that think they've got everything figured out. Dude, I cannot wait. And I don't mean this in like a derogatory or like, high horse way. I genuinely mean this. I am excited for the videos by like the 20-somethings in a couple years that are gonna be like, so yeah, here's how I fell down and escaped the Tate hole. That's what it's gonna be called, by the way, the Tate hole. I'm coining that now. It's called the Tate hole.
When's the last time you've sat with any of the Matrix-approved systems, any school, any TV program, any financial planner, and they told you exactly how to make money? They don't tell you that, because once you're rich, you're free. And this is why they cannot have you earning money. This is why you must stay inside.
The thing is, there's like a small, tiny shred of truth in this, and that like the capitalist ruling class does not want you to be wealthy. There is a reason why they take advantage of your labor value, right? In order to make profit, right? There's a grain of truth in that, but he takes this like, there's secret ways of making money they don't want you to know about, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to become rich, but you have to pay me and pay for my private lessons to figure it out. It's like, okay, it's literally just a pyramid scheme. This has literally been like a known, confirmed pyramid scheme for a while now.
Out of your fucking box. This is the whole point of all of it. The real world is something that I have built. It's something I was planning for a very long time, and after they canceled me, I accelerated my
bro thinks he's God
plans. The real world uses its own servers hidden beneath the mountain. Armed guards defend them. The real world has its...
Cults are super into MLMs. They've got to be, right? How else are they going to make their money and send it up to the top, right? What else is there to say other than you have to actually be a child or like unfathomably gullible and stupid to fall for this. He's literally selling you a scam in the most overt and obvious way ever. Like, it feels like parody how obviously a scam it is.
own processing power, its own banks. The real world cannot be shut down, it cannot be censored, it cannot be stopped. They cannot tell me what I can say. The information is truly free. And this is how I will...
Is he trying to, like, advertise an independent tech platform he's gonna try to make? Can you imagine how much child porn there would be on Andrew Tate's, like, private, like, social media website if he made his own, like, streaming site or posted? Can you imagine? Dude, have you seen the amount of pedophiles and like pro-rape people in his community? It'll be nothing but videos of women being raped and child porn. That's all his website would be. That's all it would be. That's all it would be.
Teach you how to make money in ways you have never...
Oh, God. Oh, I hope that oh, God. Let's hope that's not a thing that's actually going to happen. Let's hope he's in jail and then prison for long enough that, like, by the time he gets out, it's like, who the fuck is Andrew Tate? Nobody cares.
Never heard of before, never seen before, and will never find access to these tools and this information anywhere else on the planet. We're in the middle of a cultural shift. One of the biggest mistakes they ever made was banning me. This annoyed God, because God knows the truth of my heart. He knows I do not lie. God is on my side.
There's something about this image that's so perfect. He looks like a thumb here. Like, just there's no... His neck doesn't end where his head begins. It's just a perfect... like a worm coming out of a torso. He's like an alien from Men in Black. It's like the torso's gonna open up. Like a robotic, like, the torso's gonna open up with, like, a seam through here, and we're gonna reveal, like, a body that is more proportional to this neck and head, and it's gonna be like...
Elon now has control of Twitter and is opening up people's minds to free information. Meta, as a company, is tanking. Mark Zuckerberg went from the 3rd richest man in the world to the 29th richest man in the world. YouTube stock is down. Rumble...
Not bringing up Elon Musk, huh? Not talking about Elon Musk.
Where I am, the stock is up. People are starting to understand if you want the truth.
Where I am, the stock is up. But what he means is his imagination. He literally means... He's literally tweeted that in the real world, he is free from jail. He literally means in his imagination, and in his fans' imagination... He is all up on all of his investments.
You have to go to other platforms, and other platforms are starting to prosper.
By the way, they seized, like, almost all of his assets. Like, he's lost all of his cars. They impounded all of his cars. They, like, seized a shit ton of stuff from his compound. I think they seized the compound. Like, bro's not, like... Bro's stock, bro's value is definitely going southeast, not northeast, okay?
Across the internet, information is becoming free again. Influence is diversifying. The matrix is cracking. And if you want to escape...
Yeah, bro lost his entire base in Rust, and he thinks that he's like... This is like losing your entire base in Rust, and then going up to, like, the people who raided you and took everything and being like... Well, yeah, in the real world, I'm way happier than you, so I actually won this engagement. Just wait until next wipe.
I'm waiting for you inside of the real world.
Whoa. Join the resistance. God. Well, do you want to see what the resistance looks like, guys? Let's check out the... Let's look at the resistance. I love the captions for some of these posts as well. So here's the first one. Andrew Tate protests in Greece. I want to point out, by the way, that you can just kind of tell by the height and the hairstyle the age of all of these literal kids. Also, like, look how many of them have the fuckboy haircut. Like, the fuckboy Tyler haircut. Like, they all, like, almost all of them have it. Look at them. They all have, like, it's, like, literal NPCs. Like, the servers ran out of data, and they had to start copying NPCs for the crowd. This kid literally looks 13. Look at this 13-year-old right here. And you could tell by his height in proportion to these other kids. These kids are like 15. These are literally fucking, like, teenage Zoomers. All right, well, let's just watch. So that's them marching in Athens, Greece, chanting Free Top G. Here's the next video. Fans showing love for Andrew Tate during a protest in Athens, Greece. Here's another one. They always like say fans showing love for Andrew Tate in all of these posts, by the way. It's always like, look at how much love they're showing. Look at how much positivity the Andrew Tate fans bring. And the Andrew Tate haters can only bring negativity and hate. They're really just lost in the Matrix. It's like, bro, he's on video and talking about how he would sex traffic the women. God, you can sense like the lack of pussy like emanating off this video. Like I feel like the amount of times that I've had sex is actively decreasing every time I hear them say Free Top G. If I hear this enough times, I will become a virgin again. Free Top G! Free Top G! Free Top G! Okay, that's a little scary. I want to be very clear here. All of these guys are very aware of the evidence that is out on Andrew Tate. They think it is good that he is a rapist and a sex trafficker, okay? All of these guys are potential rapists. They're on the street chanting for the freeing of a sex trafficker, an admitted sex trafficker and rapist, okay? I'm not saying these guys don't have hope for them and they aren't going to end up breaking out of it eventually. Many of them will. But they are really buried in it to be at this point. There was never protests of 15-year-olds gathering for like Davis Sereni or fucking what's his name? Jordan Peterson, like doing shit like this. This is definitely a level of cultish worship that Andrew Tate has not necessarily been the first, but definitely the biggest to achieve in the MRA like red pill community. And like it's definitely dangerous. Andrew Tate could probably just tweet encouraging a lot of these people to engage in violence, and they'd probably do it. A lot of these kids don't understand the consequences of their actions, and a lot of them literally think life is a video game, and everybody that they could potentially hurt is an NPC if they don't agree with them about it. And you don't feel bad about killing NPCs in a video game, as they oft say. I've seen them on Twitter talk about how, guys, nobody feels bad about killing NPCs in a video game. Like, they say it. They say what they think. Anyway, yeah. Pretty fucked. Pretty fucked. I don't know. I don't know if the Andrew Tate sex trafficking thing's gonna end him. With, like, Twitter now being basically no deplatforming other than for, like, lefty figures at this point, and YouTube basically no longer enforcing their moderation at this point, allowing hate groups to advertise on the platform with no pushback. I don't know. TikTok basically has like no moderation at this point. YouTube doesn't care about Tate stuff being reposted on their like shorts. I don't think Andrew Tate's going anywhere unless he ends up spending real time in prison. And he's got a lot of money. He has a lot of money and criminal connections. Like, for all we know, he can just have the women who he sex trafficked threatened into silence and into exonerating him. That could very well happen. And he could just be out of prison or jail, within a month, just back to doing what he does, despite being a known sex trafficker. And he'll just be right back to growing, especially on Twitter, because Elon Musk is not going to ban Andrew Tate. And as much as like these centrist types will try to tell you that like the marketplace of ideas will cause the best ideas to bubble up, these crazy, radical, horrible people won't actually gain enough platform without deplatforming in order to cause real harm. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not true. You know, they've got enough pull to start riots and protests for being incarcerated for sex trafficking, okay? They've got power. Anyway, All that said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon. All these things really help out the channel and my videos a lot more than I think you guys realize. You can also support me by commenting down below as well as following my social medias linked in the description too, so you can see my other posts and other activity on platforms that aren't the one you're watching on now. And of course, if you want to support me financially and go the extra mile and help me save up for my move and whatnot, you can always donate, subscribe, or gift a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live by hitting that button, or those two buttons up there on the top left, or supporting me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Patreon. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.